All right, guys, what's going on? Justin from 79 Productions, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how much it costs to turbo the Civic. So, but before I do that, guys, the Instagram, the t-shirt giveaway winners are already picked on Instagram. So, if you get your message, great. Let me know, and I'll send a t-shirt to you. I'm going to send you guys the message on Instagram tonight, so you can get your t-shirts, whoever the winners are. So, but before I start, guys, if you want to help support the channel, I got t-shirts. They're already available. You can go pick them up on Big Cartel. The link will be in the description for those. So yeah, guys, that always helps the channel out. But like I said, I'm going to talk to you about how much it costs to turbo the car. So let's get to that. All right, here we go, guys. Now, the turbo kit was $500. Now, the turbo came with the turbo kit came with the manifold, the turbo, the downpipe, the wastegate. It came with the all the intercooler piping, the intercooler, and the blow-off valve. What else did this thing come with? Yeah, it came with the boost controller and all the little vacuum lines. It came with the feed line. It came with the drain line. The turbo kit pretty much came with everything you need to turbo the car. Now, guys, that was $500. The turbo kit was $500, and let me get my paper out real quick. The turbo kit was $500. So that was a lot of stuff that came with the turbo kit. Now, the fuel pump was $30. It was a Chemzo 340 LPH fuel pump. I believe that's liters per hour. Now, guys, here we go. The injectors. I picked up these injectors from Hunter Tuned on YouTube. These injectors were $100. Those were $100. So the injectors were $100. These are Chevy LS truck engine injectors, and he decaps them. So those were $100. Now, in order to make these injectors work, I had to buy top hats. The top hats were $13 on eBay. The top hats were $13 on eBay. But let's talk about the some other things. Now, you can't see it from here, but when I got the downpipe, not the downpipe, I had to weld a fitting in for the bung. I had to weld these two fittings in for those bungs, and I had to get this welded. This is an ugly weld, by the way, but this weld was $20. These two welds were $40, and that weld down there was $20. Now, I wish I would have known about the guy who welded the valve cover for me for these bungs before I did this, because I would have just took it to him, because he does a lot better work. So yeah, each of those welds were $20 a piece. So that was pretty good. I can't complain about that. Now, in order, the exhaust, the 2.5-inch exhaust from the downpipe all the way back, that was $150. So, that was $150. Now, I hooked the feed, I kind of skipped this, but I hooked the oil feed line up to a sandwich plate. The sandwich plate was $25. Now, the sandwich plate was $25. I also got a catch can system. This catch can system, the complete system, was $98. It was $100 on eBay. It came with all the fittings. It came with the hoses. It came with the catch can, the filter, for $100. I cannot complain about that. It was a great buy. I thought that they were a lot more expensive, and I believe this catch can is a 750 milliliter catch can. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it was, because I bought another one for $15, but this one's actually bigger than that. So the catch can system was $100. Now, the map sensor, I changed that I don't think that I needed to change it, but that map sensor was $85. It's a 4-bar map sensor. I think the stock Honda map sensor can run up to 10 or 11 pounds of boost. I am only running 11 pounds of boost on this engine, so, you know, I don't think I needed to change that, but either way, that map sensor was $90. So the map sensor was $90. Now, into the car, it's a little messy in here, but the ECU, I picked this ECU up for $60 on Facebook Marketplace, and the Xenocron chip was $30. So for the ECU was $60 and the chip was $30. Now, all of you guys won't be able to find a $60 ECU. I find them all the time for $60, $50, $60, $70 on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or you know, OfferUp. I find them all the time that are already chipped. They're already socketed for the chip. But if you can't find those, like I found them for $60, usually on eBay, they're gonna run you about $125 to $150. Now the chip is $30, and I picked that up at Xenocron. So yeah, so let me think of if there's anything else. Now the kit came with all the gaskets, everything, the bolts, all the hardware. So it was a complete kit. Now, for everything that I have on this kit, I also picked up a boost gauge from Harbor Freight. That was $15. Now, but for everything that I have on this kit, the total of everything that I already described to you guys, that I already explained to you guys, that was $1,213. So to turbo this car with the $500 kit, with everything else, the fuel pump, the injectors, the injector top hats, the boost gauge, all of that stuff, the welding, how much they charge for me to get everything done, the labor on the welding and stuff like that, everything was $1,213. Now, that was to get the car running, driving with the base map. So, you know, for all of you guys who are asking me, that's how much it was, $1,213. Now, after that, I took the car to Raw Performance in Lenore, North Carolina, to get the car tuned. And guys, I gotta tell you, Raw Performance is a awesome tuning shop. Will, he really knows what he's talking about, and he helped me, he guided me on everything that I needed to get done before I took the car there. And you know, he explained stuff to me, he sat down, talked to me. But if you guys are looking to get your car tuned, take it to Raw Performance. He does really good work. If you're in the South Carolina, North Carolina area, you know, or 2-3 hours away, that is a great tuning shop to take your car. Now, Raw Performance, they charge $400 to tune cars. So it's a great services. I highly recommend them. So if you guys are looking to tune your car, take your car there. But yeah, so guys, this car in total, just to get the parts and everything, the labor done, was $1,200. This is awesome. The kit, I can't complain about it. Now, I have been driving this car right now, and I drive it pretty much 4 or 5 times a week. I drive the car 4 or 5 times a week, and it has not let me down. It runs, it drives great. You know, I cannot complain. The turbo kit is holding up. Everything is holding up. You know, everyone was like, oh, you know, you're gonna start your car and the turbo's gonna blow, and well, it's still running great. So I can't complain. Now, one thing that I do need to do, I need to change this fuel filter. That's a paper filter. I need to get a steel style fuel filter. I believe I was told that would be more compatible for E85. So I have to change that filter out. and that's gonna probably cost me about 50 bucks. So, you know, but guys, for what I have into this car, I really don't have a lot of money into turbo in the car. It's an awesome car. I cannot complain. I love it. Now, for you guys who don't know, it dynoed at 301 wheel horsepower and 267 foot-pounds of torque. Awesome. Completely stock B20. There's no head bolts. I didn't change the gasket or anything. It is completely stock. 301 wheel horsepower and 267 foot-pounds of torque. It's awesome. I can't complain about it, guys. Yeah, once again, this is just awesome. I love the car, and you know, this is my first time installing a turbo kit, and to install this, it was pretty easy. It took me it took me 3 days to install this. Now, it took me 3 days to install it, but I only worked on the car for 2 or 3 hours a day because that's all the time that I had in those days. So to install it totally was about 8 hours, 8 to 9 hours. So you can put this kit on your car on a Saturday. You know, if you got a full Saturday, you get up in the morning and work all day, and you got 9 hours, 8 to 10 hours to install it, the kit can be installed. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is 8 to 10 hours for me. Some of you guys might work slower than I work, and some of you guys might work faster than I do. So it's just all up to you. But for me, it took from about 8 to 10 hours. So, I mean, you know, some of you guys know how to work on cars. Some of you guys, that's all you've done, and it won't be your first turbo install. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of guys, oh, well, I can put that kit on in 3-4 hours. I'm not saying you can't. I'm sure you can, but for my abilities, it took me about 8 to 10 hours. Some of you guys, it could end up taking you 15-20 hours. You know, it just depends on your skills. So, but for me, it took 8 to 10 hours. But guys, that's it. The car is awesome. I'm gonna wrap the video up here. If you aren't, guys, follow me on Instagram at 79th Productions. I thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless you guys.